Hello. Alright, cool. Microphone is working. I'm going to give it a few minutes for people to come in. Hopefully, people are up. I can watch. Got one. I got one viewer. Give it a couple minutes for people to come in, say hi. All right. Oh, got a like. Awesome. How's it going, David? How are you, brother? All right. All right, so I guess the counter is a little bit off. I'm sure I've got a few people in here now, so we're going to go ahead and get started. How's it going, guys? Corey the Random Guy here with you today, live. Told you I was going to go live with every little package I received, right? Well, I just received another one from the UK. UK. This is awesome. I've already opened it up, to see what was inside, because the guy that sent it to me wanted to make sure nothing was damaged and that sort of thing. So now, I'm going to show you guys what I received. Super, super cool. And you guys see the package in my hand. But before we begin, to all the new people that are watching this or will be watching this, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss any of these videos whatsoever. You guys can thumbs up, thumbs down, really doesn't matter. And don't forget, we also have a P.O. box for this channel. There's two different addresses. One is for outside packages, like from DHL, UPS, FedEx. And the other one is for regular mail and USPS packages. Both of those addresses will be in the About section of the channel. So you guys go check that out. Oh, let's see. David says, good, thanks. Hope all is good with you. David, oh, excuse me. We will get into that here in a minute. It's not looking pretty right this minute. But let's go ahead. I said but twice. All right. So let's go ahead and get into what I brought you guys here for live today. Now, I did not cover the addresses up very well, so I'm going to use my hands, so this way there is no safety stuff happening, yada, yada, yada. Dallas, good morning to you. All right. So this right here, guys, package from Royal Mail. You guys can guess where that came from? That came from the UK. Right back here is addresses. I don't want to give out addresses, so, and up front of this, there you go. You guys can see Royal Mail. Okay, so let's take a look at what's inside. I'm super excited about this. And the guy that sent this to me, his name is Scoob. Okay, that's the name he goes by. And I want to thank Scoob very much for sending this from the UK. This is just absolutely awesome. Okay. First of all, we got a big ass map. Now, inside this map, he marked where he is and the address on it. But this map, just you guys, I'm only going to open it part way, but just to give you guys an idea on how big this thing is. this is one of the things he sent. I already looked at it. It's really, really cool. I like it. It's awesome. So, moving on to the next. He did send me a QSL card via postcard. It's pretty cool. And he also sent me a bunch of other postcards as well. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and cover his address up. There's the QSL card, 73s. That's his handle. That's pretty cool. There's the front of it. It is mirrored. This came from the UK. Okay? The island of the UK. Just making sure that did not show address. I hope that didn't. And he sent me a bunch of other postcards. There's nothing on the back of these, but he sent me this. But it's pretty cool. It shows the major, cities and whatnot. That's pretty awesome. And wild animals of that island. Boom! We got a little fox, squirrels. Squirrels look kind of different. This little guy here, I'm not sure what he is. But that's pretty cool. Shows kind of the wildlife of that island. Here's another part of the island that is really cool. That is actually on one of the shores. I do believe it's on the north side of it. And if you guys aren't familiar with where this island is, it's actually just south of the mainland of the UK. So he does live on an island, which is pretty cool. And then there's the bays of the island. Really beautiful countryside over there. I'm kind of jealous. Of course, I live in the middle of the United States, and we don't really have a whole lot of ocean views or anything like that. Now, what was really cool is he sent me those. Sent me the black and white version of the patch. This is Velcro, so I can iron it onto a shirt, coat, hat, whatever. And he also sent me the red, white, and blue version of their national flag. Really awesome. I love this stuff. And the crown jewel of it all is this. This actually has the different colored sands of different parts of the island in one little thing. Isn't that cool? That is super cool. Now, I am going to have to send him something back from Iowa. He now has part of his island over here in the States. Okay? And I'm going to have to send him some little postcards and maybe something like this, if I can find something like that, something of that nature. That would be pretty cool. That's what I got in the mail yesterday from somebody over there in the UK who does watch my videos. Isn't that awesome? So, this goes to show you that I don't necessarily have to have things. Even a postcard from wherever you guys are at. If you guys want to send, even a postcard, shit, I'll be more than happy to put it out there so that you guys can see of what I receive from all of my YouTube fans. David said it, took the words right out of my mouth. That is awesome. That is awesome that it actually came across the waters. Now, he did it by air, so it didn't, it didn't have to worry about sinking a ship or anything like that. but he did send it via airmail, which is just super, super cool. All of it's my favorite. That map is actually one of my favorites because of the fact he put a little dot on where he's at, exactly his pinpoint location on where he's at. But this little thing here, this is pretty cool. Different colored sands and everything from different parts of the island. Yeah, that is so super, super cool. So that's the kind of stuff that I got from the UK, which was amazing, by the way. It took a couple weeks to get here. I knew it was coming, but it took a couple weeks to get here. You know, because it had to go through customs to make sure that there's no biological shit in it. Yada yada yada. You know how customs are. But it got here nonetheless. And this map I will hang up at some point. I probably won't do it here, and we'll get into that here in a minute. Other reasons why I'm not going to hang it up here. I was going to until I found out some things. So, you guys be prepared for this. But I wanted to show you guys that. That was super cool. Again, thank you, Scoop, for sending this stuff. This is amazing, amazing stuff. Now, he watches my videos quite often, especially when he has the time. Quite often does he actually watch my videos. So the laptop, I'm going to have to send him something back as well, which I do have his address so that I can send him something back. He is here in the States. Jason, thank you again for the laptop. It's been very useful so far. I'm still learning about it, actually. There's a few things I still want to do to it to make it to where it's perfect. Okay, so you guys remember the 08, how it was broke down. Well, I waited for about a week for parts. The only reason why I waited for a week for parts is because I ordered some. I ordered some from O'Reilly's, which had the whole kit: the sway bar bushing bolts, the clamps, bushings, new nuts, all of it, the whole shebang. I was like, oh hell, $40 for the whole shebang? Hell, I'll take it. Hell, come to find out, wrong style. So I was like, shit. What am I going to do now? Well, it turns out that I actually had to go to Ford and get those bolts. Now, you guys are going to shit a brick when you guys figure out how much I paid per bolt, and did not come with nuts. $27 a bolt. $27 per bolt, no nuts. So what did I do? I had to reuse the old bolts just to get my sway bar back in place. Absolutely insane. Now, are those bolts going to stay in there? No, because they have the nylon little lock thing on the inside of the nut. And what I plan on doing is actually taking one of those bolts back out, or taking one of the old ones up to like a hardware store and see if I can find the right thread for the nuts and whatnot, so that I can put lock washers on it and yada yada yada. Tighten it down that way. That's my plan. For now, the 08 is up and running. The wheel bearing I did replace is bad. I got a bad bearing, so I'm going to have to take all that stuff back out just to replace the bearing again. And I will not get the bearing until Tuesday. I had to order it. And it's not going to cost me a dime to replace it, except for a little bit of time, because it is warranty. So that's going to be fun there. So let's catch up on the comments. Did I just break a cigarette? No, I didn't. Okay. How's it going, Adam? I'm glad to see you're in here. 671 Buffalo, New York, waving. from the Queen City. All right, 309 Central Iowa is waving back to you. Skip is dead. Skip is dead. There is no Skip. In fact, here. Turn on the radio. Come on. Static. That's all you hear. There's nothing out there. My noise floor is up because this computer is on out here. There is a local guy that I've been talking to. And, well, I guess I wouldn't say he's local. He's about 15, 20 miles away. But, you know, he goes by the handle of 237 Iowa, I do believe is what it is. Been talking to him. He just got a new President McKinley peaked and tuned. And it sounds phenomenal over the air. It is awesome. So if you guys listen out for him, 237 Iowa. You guys go listen out for him. David. Oh, you have a little bit of Skip up there in Canada, huh? Oh, that's cool. We haven't had Skip here, good Skip here, I guess I should say. We've had little bits and pieces. I've been getting a lot of Jamaica at a certain time of night. But that's it. I wouldn't even really consider that Skip, to be honest. Yeah. Good Skip, in my version of good Skip, is actually being able to talk on the radio and make contact with whoever. Right now, not happening. Update on the job. Job is going great. Went in for a few hours yesterday. And I spent my first hour there working on a forklift. It's really stupid. I went to go start the damn thing to pull it out of the shop. And it turned over a couple of times and then stopped. I was like, well, okay, what's going on here? Thought the battery was dead. Threw a battery charger on it. That didn't seem to help. So I used one of the other forklifts to push that one out so that we can get the other ones out. So I grabbed some jumper cables, hooked one of the forklifts up to the other one that was dead. At least I thought it was dead. Still nothing. So I started playing around with all the battery cables and whatnot and blah, 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 blah. Come to find out, both positive and negative battery posts were loose. That could be a major problem right there, because I had that problem on the 03 as well. So I went ahead and went to go try to tighten them up. That didn't work. I snapped a bolt. Alright. So I went into the store, and I'm like, okay guys, you guys want your big Toyota forklift fixed? I'm going to have to, rob a couple of, or a bolt and a nut. Well, got that going, and then I find out that the positive will not tighten down. Okay? No big deal. It's one of those top posts, you and your bolts. Yes, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I always break bolts. It's ridiculous. And the funny thing was, I wasn't even putting that much pressure on it. It's really weird. So, it's a top post. You guys know how the top posts are put together. So all I did was just take my my ratchet and just smack it down as tight as I can get it. Since that bolt won't tighten, I had to smack it down. Oh, lo and behold, it started right up on its own. No problems whatsoever. The battery was fine. I'm sure the battery wasn't happy, but it was fine. So I told them, after I got it running, I was like, look, you guys are going to have a new positive cable, or a positive battery clamp deal, so that this way you can tighten it down and it won't come rattling loose again. Well, okay, we'll just get to it later. No. So the thing is, with this place, they have a lot of mechanical issues that they just shove off. And I told them, I was like, look, I have some mechanical experience. Yes, they're automotive and they're small engine. But what's the difference between a diesel engine and a gas engine? They both have the same principle. They suck, squeeze, bang, blow. 4 cycles, right? Difference is fuel and ignition, right? So really, the principle is there. And I told him, I was like, I can work on a lot of stuff, and even if I don't know it, I can learn about it pretty easily. I also found out that one of their trucks. Oh my God, David! No! Jesus! Wow! Jesus Christ! That's great. Oh man. Wow. So, oh man, that was great. That gave me a good laugh for the day. That is awesome. So, anyway, I told him, I was like, look, I got some mechanical experience. I can help you guys get this stuff fixed. You guys are going to probably have to spend a little bit of money to get this stuff fixed. But the thing is, you guys aren't going to lose out on money, because once it gets fixed, you'll have less downtime. Thus, you can make more money with it. You know, that's kind of how it works. They're like, oh, well, you know, we just kind of band-aid stuff together and, you know, hope that it runs. It's like, you can't do that, because you guys are spending more money on downtime than you are just fixing the damn thing. Perfect example. I went to go do a shingle delivery. Well, one of our big flatbed trucks. We were going up a hill. Boom! There goes the turbo hose. Blows right off of the turbo. All right. So shut it down, pop open the hood, and I look at the turbo hose, blown right off. Son of a Billy block. All right. So I grabbed a wrench that was in there, and I went to go loosen the clamp a little bit, and I found out it wasn't even tight. It was just hanging there. You could just take your fingers and loosen the bolt or loosen the nut. I'm like, no, that is not, no, absolutely not. You can't do that. So I put the turbo hose back on the turbo, and I cranked it down. Now, the thing is that this rubber piece that goes between the hard line and the turbo is so that it can flex around, of course. Well, it's too short. It won't go over the whole housing of the turbo like it's supposed to. And I told him, I was like, look, guys, you guys got to get a new rubber piece so I can put it on. And this way, if that piece decides to move, the clamp will actually catch it, because it's got a little ridge there at the end. And that's how it's going to have to work. Well, they just buttoned it up. All right, fine. Ooh, hey guys. And Adam, you are absolutely right. Got to spend money to make money. Exactly. But let me show you guys this real quick. Where are you? Where is he? There he is. Got a friend. He's right behind my computer. He is not happy right now. Not happy at all. Woo! Oh, he went to go try to bite me. Did you guys see that? He went to go try to bite me. Yeah, he's not happy right now. He is pretty mad. I got the computer running, and he is not having it. Oh well. So, although the company is very good to work for, I really love working for them. And a lot of the guys there, and I say a lot of them because there's a couple in there that are just, I cannot stand. But the company is really good to work for. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Now, has any of you guys ever whacked your shin on a hitch on the back of the truck? Staring at the comments to see if anybody answers. I don't know if the chat thing is down or what's going on. But anyway. Let's see. Okay. David says, oh yeah. Oh, Adam, he retired from warehouse with around 1,200 people. Holy Shavitsky. Yeah. All right. So, David went ahead and answered, oh yeah. Whacking your shin on a hitch back of the truck. I found something that hurts worse than that. It's the end of a fork. Okay. I was on the little Toyota forklift. I was gathering wood for an order. I had about 2,000, 3,000 pounds worth of wood on the end of them forks. And we all know how the forks are real thick up towards the mast and then gets thinner as it goes out. I whacked my shin, full walking speed, on that thin part with 2,000 to 3,000 pounds worth of wood on the forks. That hurts worse than a hitch. I'll whack a daggum hitch any day of the week over a fork. That hurts. Well, Adam, yeah, you're right. You know, paper cuts do suck. They do hurt. I will be the first to admit they do hurt. I'm not sure why they hurt so much, but they do. But whacking your shin on a tow hitch sucks even more. Now, something that's worse than that is whacking your shin on the thin part of a fork with 2,000 to 3,000 pounds worth of wood on it. Needless to say, that fork did not budge at all. Neither did the whole lift. The whole lift never budged. I tell you what, I had a knot there on my shin. In fact, I think it's still there. Yep, it's still there. That knot is still there. Oh man, that sucked. And there was customers around, so I couldn't scream out the word, yeah. And so what I had to do is I had to make it sound like I was giving birth. I was going while punching the wood at the same time because it hurt that bad. A couple of my coworkers were coming over there. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Why don't you try whacking your shin on a fork, the thin part with 2,000 to 3,000 pounds worth of wood on it?" "Oh, we have. It sucks. It sucks worse than a trailer hitch." I said, "No, duh." It was crazy. But you know what? I have fun. I really do. I have a lot of fun there. I like to drive the forklifts around. Especially the big Caterpillar. That one's pretty fun to drive around. Now, some of the stuff is a pain in the rear. But, you know, you're going to find that in any job. There's the vast majority of the people there are excellent to work with. They're funny. We all have a good time. except for one or two people there that are just absolute buffoons. Okay, I don't like them. They don't like me. I really don't care. Excuse me. So you got that. Other than that, job's going great, which is a good thing because now I'm going to get on to the next point. The city that I live in is trying to push a little ordinance that really mostly picks on, I guess I shouldn't say picks on, but it mostly defines trailer parks themselves. So what's going to end up happening if they actually pass this is that inspectors are going to come into every single trailer, whether you own it or rent it. And they're going to look for wiring, plumbing, structural integrity, a manufacturer's plate from when the trailer was made, and all that fun stuff. Okay? I tell you what, our house, every single one of those that I just said, failed. Okay? I have electrical issues, which I can fix. I just haven't done that yet. It has plumbing issues, which I can fix. Just haven't done it. As far as the structural integrity, I'm going to have to basically rebuild it from the floor up. And as far as the manufacturer's plate goes, it's not there. Now, another thing that they're trying to push is each trailer has to have a license plate on it. Why? I'm asking. I'm like, why? Why do you have to have a license plate on a trailer that's not going to move? It's a house, not an RV, not anything like that. Why? Just why? Now, I don't know, but they're trying to push for that. But there's actually a good thing over this whole thing. Now, if an inspector actually does come in and they actually pass this thing, and they look at my house and they're just like, well, everything is screwed up in here. No deputy doo-dah. Here's the thing. The landlord is really going to be screwed because, especially for people who own, all I have to do is look at them and say, look, we bought the trailer like this. We've been slowly fixing it up. Stuff like that. With that being said, that means until everything is up to code on this trailer, the landlord, and this is part of their thing, cannot charge another dime in lot rent until that house, say mine in particular, my house, is up to code. Okay? I know what to do when it comes to electrical. I know how to properly wire it, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to overbuild it, of course, if we end up staying here, which most likely we won't, due to other reasons that has to deal with my wife's ex. We are not looking to stay here, okay? We're actually looking to move somewhere else. And we've already talked to a lot of people about this. Everybody's like, well, why don't you just call the cops? Well, here's the problem with the cops. The cops have clearly stated until something happens, they can't do nothing about it. Nothing. So we have a choice. We can either wait it out, wait till something happens, and go through a whole bunch of legal crap, especially when it comes to defending my home, or we can just simply move. Those are the only two options we have. Two. That's it. So that's what we're looking at. I was going to bring the RV up here this weekend to maybe get some of it redone, get it prepared for if we have to vacate, like we just have to up and go, get that done and over with. Just haven't done it yet. So, I don't know, man. It's just not good at this point. There's a lot of stuff happening that shouldn't be. So, there you go. So that's the updates I got for the house. It's the updates I got for the RV. That is the new updates for the Crown Vic. And, of course, the package in the mail, which is an awesome, awesome surprise. I love it. I love it. Adam says, RV, the new base central command post. You know what? Once I get that RV done, which I'm hoping to get it done before it gets too daggum cold, I'm hoping that it will be up and running to the fullest extent to where I can have a base station in it. I still plan on doing the A99 or something of that nature to where I can just lay it down when I'm going down the road somewhere and bring it back up when we're parked and have a base station set up in it. So, and looks like I've got 4 likes. That is awesome. You guys keep them coming. I love the likes. You know, that helps the algorithm too. The more likes, the more viewers, more comments. That helps the algorithm on YouTube here. Look at that. 5 likes now. Now that I'm mentioning it. 5 likes. Yes. That is awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, you guys are awesome. All right? Every single one of you that are constantly watching my videos, I thank you very much. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are an awesome, awesome group to have on my channel. This is amazing. I love it. I love interacting with you guys. That's why I do lives for like 2 hours at a time. Because I love interacting. I love interacting with you guys. It's awesome. Yeah. Pow that like button. Pow like button. Yes. Pow it. Smash it. Kill it if you have to. I don't care. Obliterate that like button. Yeah, there you go. Obliterate it. But you guys are doing phenomenal. I thank you guys, every single one of you who watches my videos constantly. I know I haven't been very active lately. Of course, you guys understand the reason why I haven't been, between work, all the stress here, all the BS going on. You know, you guys totally understand, and I like it. Hit the like button with the tow hitch. Well, I mean, you might break your screen, but I guess it's worth a shot. I mean, I hope you got a spare screen laying around. But I have had a few suggestions. I am going to be doing a update on that EverStart inverter, 1000 watt, that I had problems with way while back. Is a Walmart review one. Somebody suggested to me the puny cables that's on that thing. It's sitting up there. Puny cables that are sitting on it aren't really doing it justice, which is why it's shutting down with a simple fan. Okay, so I think I've got some cables made already. I'm not sure. It's in this mess somewhere behind me. I have some bigger cables that I'm going to put on it. I'm going to see if that helps the situation, and if it does, then there's really nothing wrong with the inverter except for the cables just being too small. Now, if it still does it with the bigger cables, then I'll know that there's something wrong with the inverter itself. Oh, excuse me. The little 400 watt inverter that I have, I'm not sure what is wrong with it, but it seems that the higher the battery voltage goes, the lower the output power. Like, I think I mentioned that in that video. If the batteries go up to like 13.8, 14.5 or whatever, the output voltage on the 110 volt side of the 400 watt inverter goes down to like 96 volts is what I seen it drop to. But as the battery voltage gets lower, the output voltage, the 110 side, goes up. Did anybody explain that? That's just really weird. I mean, you would think that the lower the battery voltage, the lower the output voltage, you know, because there's not a whole lot of juice there. But it does the total opposite. You know, higher battery voltage, lower the output. It's really weird. I don't understand it. But, you know, it is an Everstart, which is made by Walmart. Okay? Not the best inverters in the world. It works. I have used the 400 watt inverter for a lot of stuff. It seems to work okay. I mean, it's certainly not perfect by any means, but it does work. So, I think today, what I'm going to do is probably take all 4 of those batteries, daisy chain them together in parallel, and give them a good charge. This way they're topped up, ready to go, don't have anything to worry about. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not sure. I might go ahead and just say screw it and maybe put that generator up for sale that's on the RV, because I want to replace that generator with a solar power system type deal and enclose it, of course. Except for have a little bit of ventilation for the batteries gassing off and whatnot. Or I can just put just the batteries in there and all that vent stuff will be open to where it can just gas off and I won't have any issues with any of the gas coming in. And I'm pretty sure I can probably fit like 8 of those batteries in that section. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, is seeing if somebody wants to buy the generator. It is a 4,000 watt Onan generator. Does not run very well right now, though. It doesn't. It'll start for about 30 seconds and then die. And it's just a carburetor issue. Again, I haven't had a chance to really do much with it due to all the stress and everything going on. Ugh. I got a lot of stuff on my plate, guys. Lots of stuff. And I'm actually surprised that I haven't just keeled over yet. I am losing a lot of weight, though. I know that. I bought a new belt, a smaller belt, and I'm already, just in the last month, I'm already on the 3rd notch of that belt. When I first got the belt, I could get maybe 2 notches out of it. Out of a total of 5, I'm up to 3 now. And it's, I don't know, it's crazy on how fast I'm losing weight. You know, I mean, this job, of course, you know, you're outside, you're sweating, you're lifting, you're throwing, you're doing all this stuff. So, I mean, all of this stuff is turning into, like, pure muscle now. And I'm losing weight, which is, you know, a good thing, because I really don't want to be, like, 300 pounds like I used to be. If you guys can believe it or not, I used to be, like, over 300 pounds at one point. And I'm glad I lost well over 100 pounds of that. So I haven't really done too much with the shed. You guys can see it in the back behind me. The insulation is kind of falling down. I need to go get some like liquid nails or something and just stick them to the walls so this way they don't move and I can get rid of all this stupid tape and stuff like that. But the climate seems to be really good in here. It's still holding. It's holding temperature. It's not getting too hot or too cold in here. Everything seems to be going very well. Looks like I got another spider's nest over there in the corner. And these are, they're not brown recluses. They're wolf spiders is what they are here. They like to hide in the dark. They're very good for bugs. That's why I didn't kill that one that tried biting me, apparently. You guys seen it. Came after me. But they're really good for bugs. They're really good for the nasty little bugs that we got around here. Speaking of bugs, you guys want to know how bad the roaches are here? Give you an idea. I lifted up the 08 just so I can get that the sway bar bolted back in place. I lifted up, got the tire up off the ground, and as soon as it did that, a whole family of roaches scattered from underneath the damn tire. All 4 tires underneath of them had families of roaches everywhere. This place is nasty. I can't believe it. There's so many damn roaches in this place. There's nothing nobody can do. And we're doing our best to fight them off in the house. And although right now they seem to be at bay, in the wintertime it's going to become much worse. Speaking of wintertime, the best thing I can come up with for heat this year is electric heat. And I pray to God that my electrical system can actually handle all of that load. You got to think, I'm going to be pulling, let's see, I'm going to have one in the bathroom, that's 1,500 watts. One in the boys' room, that's another 1,500 watts, that's 3,000. Another one in the front bedroom, that's another 1,500 watts, that's 4,500. And we're going to have another one in the living room. That's 5,000 so far. And then one more in the kitchen. 6,500 watts is what we'll be pulling just to keep the house warm this year. Isn't that madness? It's absolutely insane. You know, now that I got that laptop, maybe I'll give you guys a tour of the house one day. Just a small tour. Not going to get too extravagant on details on where everything is at and whatnot. Maybe one of these days we'll give a small tour of the house. But yeah, it's crazy. I think at any point, any given time, I'm pulling probably about 1,500 watts at any given time. 1.5K or kilowatts is what I'm pulling at any given time. Especially during the summer, I'm usually pulling about 2,000 to 3,000 watts, which is pretty nuts, actually. So this winter is really going to suck. I'm going to be basically doubling on what I'm going to be pulling, just to kind of keep the house warm if we can. I know I've had actually a few people suggest, oh, put a wood stove in. You know, that'd be great. I would love to have a wood stove. Cannot have it here. We can't have a wood stove here. It's trailer park rules. And I can kind of see why, because there's hot embers that do come out of the chimney, and it's not really good if it lands on someone else's house and it catches their house on fire. Because we all know how old these trailers are, and these trailers will go up like kindling. Gone. And as close together as these trailers are, it wouldn't take much for pretty much all of them to catch on fire. I mean, the whole damn park could be on fire at that point. So I can kind of see their reason why of not having wood stoves. But I'm curious. Do you guys think that maybe I could get away with a pellet stove? A pellet or a corn burner? Something. You guys think I can get away with something like that? Appreciate the lights, by the way. This is awesome. My wife seems to think that should be able to, considering the fact that pellet stoves or corn burner stoves really don't put off any smoke or embers at all. So you should be able to get away with that, at least we're hoping. But damn, those things are expensive. You guys see the prices of those? Shit. Pardon my French, but dadgum, man, those things are expensive. So, I think that's what we're going to try to get away with, but I highly doubt we'll be able to. Hell, we'll probably be kicked out of here in a heartbeat if they're like, oh, well, you got a corn burner stove, and it clearly states you can't have any wood burning stove. Doesn't say anything about corn now, does it? So, that's one thing there. Thinking about doing that. I'm just not sure what we're going to do for heat. I mean, we do have a lot of furniture in the house now, so that might help with the insulation factor. That would really help a lot. What else? So, I mean, how has your guys' week been? I mean, enough about me. How's everybody's week been? You guys been doing all right? Family's all right? How's everything been going for you? Yeah. Sorry. I hope that chat thing didn't go down. That would really suck. So, yep, just curious. See how you guys are doing. See how everything's going on your guys' end. Hopefully everything is good. Hopefully everybody is well and safe. You guys didn't run into any crazies over the week. So, anyway, yeah, that's really all I got for you. Got a package in the mail. Super awesome from the UK. And I do plan on sending stuff back to each person that does send stuff to us, or even a postcard or a letter or something like that. We do plan on sending something back for you guys. Oh, Adam. Crohn's disease, huh? Jesus. Oh, okay. So you're looking at having a test done on your stomach. Excuse me. Well, I'll keep you in my prayers, man. I hope you don't need surgery. But if you do need surgery, I'll be definitely keeping a prayer out for you as you make it through without any issues, and the disease, gets under control.